Good morning, traders, and this is your Dax Day Trade Setup. So I'm starting off on the weekly here, and the significance of what we see is fairly interesting. So I often say that the DAX runs in channels. It loves running in channels. Okay, so at the weekly at the moment we're in a fairly strong bullish channel, but we do have a crossover of the oscillators in the sell zone at the moment. We've ended up with an engulfing bar here, okay, and we've had two indecision range bars, and now we've got sort of a confirmation, although there were some buyers stepping in off the bottom of the channel. If we take us to the daily, basically that picture of confusion is amplified, and you can see this area here, there is total confusion. So if I do this, that is, let's call it the confusion zone for now. We have a moving average crossover. We sort of either side of it. The moving averages are flat. We are above the 200s at the moment, but we have broken through some mini trends here. So the one that is of interest would be that one. Okay, so we've broken through that quite significantly, and we are now just wandering aimlessly at the moment. So we're wandering in a 460 point range. Okay, the thing that really concerns me is moving averages are crossed over and ever so slightly pointing the downside, although I'm going to err on the side of caution and say they're flat. Nothing to read into the oscillators, okay? And if I look at levels, this level here, almost tagged once, didn't quite get there. There is a gap here. There's two gaps down as well, sorry. Okay, so there are some magnets to the downside, and there are gaps. There's a gap there, and I think there's another one up there. We'll see it on the low time frame, but we've got gaps to the downside, gaps to the upside. So we've got sort of merit to go either way. Now, I just want to come back to the monthly chart here, because this was shoulder, head, shoulder. We broke down. Ignore this. This is useless data. Okay, so it's shoulder, head, shoulder. We broke down. This could be seen as a test. Okay, a break above the next shoulder on the right hand side would be different. But at this stage on the monthly, look at the pattern we have here. An exhaustion bar up to a level, and the level was that swing high, and we're now forming an inside bar on the monthly. Okay, so that there, obviously the month's not over yet, but that is very strong indication that we may be moving back down to the downside. This channel is just a retracement, and we're going to be looking for the second move down. And this second move down is pretty hectic. Okay, there was my first move, consolidation, second move down. Okay, and I'm almost convinced, let's just do this, just see where 1,900 point. Okay, so there is the head and shoulders target, okay, which is 1,900 points. So let me just line that up with this inside bar here. So there it is there. So this measured move is targeting 9728 or alternatively 9,500. So between 9,700 and 9,500 is what this measured move is targeting right now. Okay, obviously it would need to get below this previous low for that to happen. But we do have, there's a lot of signals here on the monthly saying that that's going to happen. Anyway, that's quite a far away. We want to look at what we can do today. I want to get down to levels we can trade. Okay, so you can see this, let's just get rid of that. You can see that this zone that I've drawn in, that's kind of the area we need to focus on right now, because that's where price action is. And the 4 hour, I mean, geez, like this is all over the place. There's nothing really that gives you the opportunity to trade this. These two fractal levels here are more than likely going to be key. Okay, so let's get rid of all the noise. Let's get that fractal level in there and get this fractal, this other fractal here. Right, those are the two areas that we need to pay attention to. So it's the swing high and swing low of Friday. Let's get down to the hour, and you'll see pretty much a nothing day on Friday. We do have a big pin bar here, okay, but that pin bar, the traders of that pin bar, it was a 35-point pin bar. Pretty much the traders have traded that one out, come to test this breakout is what they've done. Okay, so price came down, up, down again. So this is a double bottom, and let's just check if the target here has been reached. Pretty much. Okay, that seller stepped in on the breakout target, so that's done. Let's have a look at the half hour. Still the same story. Okay, so what we're looking for here is these levels. One of these levels is what we're looking to break. Now, that range from Friday was pretty much 91 points. So we are in the middle of the range, kind of in the middle of the range at the moment. So this is kind of the view that I'm looking at. We do have a gap here, and this has been tested. So logic for me is the next move is going to be gap close, but moving averages are flat. Nothing on the oscillator telling me that we need to worry about anything. Let's have a look at what's going on the futures market now. Very flat, 12.030. So tough one to call at this stage. At this stage, there's nothing going on. Okay, we had buyers in, and we had sellers driving it out, and then we had some profit taking, and then it went sideways. So I think let's just take these off the 30-minute and do this. Okay, so there's all I'm doing is I'm just coming down to a more interesting level that we can trade. So those are my two levels to the upside or the downside. So if we're looking for a break of 12.018 or a break of 12.037, okay, so this is pretty much going to be a 25-point stop loss. Because if we get a break above there, your stop is here. If we get a break below the bottom, your stop is there. Okay, we're running this off 30 minutes. And then what I would suggest is come down to a 5 or a 30-minute chart and look for the break on that. But the close price action that we got on Friday is pretty much nothing. Okay, it's just purely sideways motion. And then I think the last thing to worry about is this may continue. So this sideways motion of the whole day, so between these two levels here, may just continue up until the USA Open. Okay. So I think with this, I just want to close off with the ichimoku. Ichimoku always gives you an indication of what's going on. So if we look at the hour, the trend is down. We are below the cloud. Okay, although the cloud is flat, so it's indicating that we are ranging. We're in between Kijinson and Tekinson, and we also had a bullish crossover. But that's the only bullish signal we got. We got another one here. So Chico span also broke through price, but the cloud hasn't twisted over yet. If we go to the 4 hour, we are in a very clear break of the cloud, retest the cloud. We're still in a downward trend. Okay, and on the daily, we have had a bearish crossover. Nothing really else at the moment, but we definitely have had a bearish crossover. This inside bar here is rather interesting, as are these two inside bars here. But anyway, very messy price action at the moment, and nothing is lining up to indicate that you need to be long or short at the moment, because there are mixed signals all over the place. So again, take these two little levels here, and I reckon you've got it's a small risk. So even if you just take a small position on the break of that, it may be something which will rally, come back a bit, build a higher, sort of a higher low, and then rally again, which will give you another option to add to your position. And the converse is true to the downside. So it may rally down, come up, test any of these breaks, give you an opportunity to add to your trade. But the ultimate breakouts we're looking for are obviously the highs and lows of yesterday. Okay, those are the two levels that we actually were watching for, but we're looking for an entry, and that entry is here. And it's purely 50-50 for me today. You might as well flip a coin and pick a direction right now, because there is no indication of which way to go at the moment. So you're going to have to watch these breakouts. Okay. And just be prepared, because you may get a breakout to the upside. I think, right, we're going long, and then only to find it reverse straight away and come back below the bottom one here and stop you out. So anticipate that, because that's more than likely will happen. So because of the indecision, people will all follow one way, and then the smart money will decide, okay, we're going in the opposite direction, and drive the price down or drive the price up. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's my view for today. I think it's going to be a pretty slow Monday. No significant news coming out, and well, unless the US comes up with some nonsense. But that's it for me for today. Hope it helps, and I will catch you guys later. Cheers for now.